Hello and welcome to Gardening at 58 North. So in this video I'd like to show you my attempt at growing the world's smallest sunflower. So unfortunately I haven't broken a world record. I've been quite close though, and I'm definitely going to try this again in a future date and actually try and break the record. But the official record is apparently 56 millimeters. My one is around 65 millimeters, you can see there. So I got quite close and I missed it by about a centimeter. So I think it's definitely possible. I'm going to do a few things to improve my technique, but I'll just go ahead and I'll talk about how I managed to grow this sunflower so small. And you can see I've got this Lego man for scale, so you can see it's just a normal sized Lego man, and it is an incredibly small sunflower. And this is just a normal sunflower. This isn't a different species to the normal sunflower. This is Helianthus annuus, so this is the normal species that you grow giant sunflowers from. The only thing I've done differently is I've gone for a variety which is small, but even with a small variety this should have grown about 3 foot or so, but I've managed to grow it just a few inches. So the approach I took to grow this as a really small sunflower is I got all my advice that I've been learning throughout the years on how to grow the tallest and biggest possible sunflowers, and I just flipped that on its head and I just did the complete opposite, and that's how I've come to this very small sunflower. So what I've done is I've given it a small pot, no fertilizer at all, so it's been really hungry for food. That's meant it hasn't grown very fast or very tall. I've also kept this in a windy location under a fan to make sure that the stem stays nice and thick and strong and it doesn't grow too tall and leggy. I've had it in incredibly strong light conditions as well, so strong that it was stressing the plant, stronger than normal sunlight actually, and that has helped to keep it really stocky and short as well. I also made sure that the roots were constricted, and I also did a bit of root pruning as well, similar to a bonsai technique, to make sure that it stays small. And basically what I've done is I've just kept it quite stressed. When it comes to sunflowers, if they've got loads of fertilizer and they feel very happy, lots of water as well, they won't flower until quite late in the year, and they'll put on lots of leaves, get into a huge size and then decide to flower. But if they get stressed at all, it encourages them to flower earlier. So what I've been doing with this as well is I've been letting it get really dry in between waterings to stress it out a bit. And that's part of the reason some of these lower leaves have fallen off. You can see some of the upper leaves are still there, although they're not looking too good. But in letting this get very dry in between waterings, what that has done is it's really stressed out the plant and it's made the flower much earlier. So a combination of things that make it don't grow as tall, but also factors that stress it to make it flower earlier. The two combined have contributed to me having this very small sunflower here. So I did have a few other attempts. I've got a photo of one which is much taller than this. So this is the smallest one I've had. I did grow several to see which one would be the smallest. The one that I had a photo of previously is this one at the back here. Unfortunately it has died, as these are just normal sunflowers. Once they've grown their one flower, that's them finished. They don't grow anymore, that's them dead. So that one's gone over. I also have this one which is just starting to go over. This was flowering a few days ago, but you can see it's just starting to lose some of the flowers, and that's about finished. But that one is also quite a lot taller. You see, compared with the Lego man there, for scale, how much bigger they are than this little one at the front. So I'm quite happy with my results for a first attempt. I'm definitely going to try this again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to document it so I can show you all the steps I go through, all the different techniques I'm going to try to get an even smaller sunflower. Now I'm only 1 centimeter off from the record, so I reckon with a few extra techniques that I've come up with since, I reckon I can probably get this down to below the record height and probably below 5 centimeters potentially. So that's something I'll definitely be trying in a future video. But that's all for this video. I just wanted to quickly show you my attempt at growing the world's smallest sunflower. I'm quite happy with the results. It's quite a nice little miniature flower. It doesn't have many petals and the petals are quite small, but I'm quite happy with how it's turned out, this miniature sunflower. So that's all for this video, and I'll see you guys in a future one where I'll try and get an even shorter sunflower.